dear delegates, guests and Secretariat. Today, I'm really honored to welcome you at the opening of the second International Model United Nations Scandi 2021. This year, the previous one, our conference is held online due to global pandemic situation. A huge number of people suffering from coronavirus every day. So we need to take care of each other and remember there is nothing more important than health. Despite the closed borders, we are really glad to see you virtually. Perhaps the spirit of the so-called pause was given to us for some certain reasons. We have new opportunities to come up with new ways of communication. We have been given a unique opportunity to spend more time with our families, friends. The opportunity to reconsider our attitude to the system in which we were born and raised. Our attitude to things is changing. We are learning to concentrate only on projects that are really important for humanity, avoiding the daily little things of life. Perhaps this pause will provide a new opportunity for recovery and growth of local economies. And perhaps we have new opportunities for our environment to take a break from our negative impact on the ecosystem of our planet. Each end is always the beginning of something new, and we believe that even in such difficult periods for our humanity, we will be able to find strength to reunite and continue on our way. I sincerely hope that participation in our conference will be a new experience for you, full of pleasant impression and new advantages. And now I give the floor to the first president of the Model United Nations Scandi International 2021, Anastasia Bolkhovitina.
Dear guests, dear curators, dear participants of the Model United Nations Scandi International 2021. I am Anastasia Bolkhovitina, and it is a pleasure to me to serve as your president. I encourage you to feel a value of your work, of your decisions, and be fully engaged in the world that you are living in, and in the actions that are taken every day and that are becoming a real history. The importance of United Nations role should be also recognized, and we need to remember what responsibility we are taking while modeling it. It is your chance to share ideas with people from the different countries of all over the world, and your opportunity to develop. I wish you inspiration to lead the constructive debates, to make open solutions and successful resolution projects. Remember, today we are students, tomorrow we are leaders. Now I want to give the floor to the second president of the Model United Nations Scandi International, Kirill Mishalkin.
Honorable delegates, dear guests and colleagues, dear ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to be here as the second president of the International Model United Nations Scandi 2021. Over the past years, our planet, our world and we have undergone colossal changes. Each time, new and new restrictions arise, new obstacles that we have to overcome. You know, we will always face difficulties if we want to achieve something worthwhile, and in the context of the global crisis, it will be even more difficult. But there is one very good phrase. A new crisis means new opportunities, opportunities that did not exist before, that have arisen only now. Grab, run for these opportunities. Most importantly, do not miss them. Today, you have a chance to change yourself first and foremost. And the Model United Nations, it is a so-called game that has changed the lives of many people. I want to wish everyone good luck and good mood. Enjoy every moment and do not miss your chance. Thank you. Now I yield the floor back to the Secretary General, Julia Usova.
Now I invite everyone to listen Model United Nations Anthem. International Model United Nations Scandi 2021 is now officially declared open. I give the floor to our partners and guests.
Hello and a warm welcome to the Embassy of Denmark in Kiev. I'm the ambassador and I'm very pleased to send warm greetings to students participating in the ongoing Model UN session organized by the Scandinavian Gymnasium in Kiev. I understand that there are participants from many different nations: Italy, Indonesia, Uzbekistan, India, Australia, Germany, Canada, Poland, Ukraine and Denmark, reflecting the diversity of the United Nations. I send greetings to all of you wherever you are. I also take this opportunity to thank the organizers of your event, the Scandinavian Gymnasium, for your hard work and for the invitation to me to address you. But why is the United Nations important? Because some people are saying that the UN is irrelevant in today's modern world. After all, the UN was founded 75 years ago in a world that looked completely different. Some are even saying that multilateralism is old school and that each country has to defend its own interest, my country first. But what is the UN about after all? What is the very essence of the United Nations? Many have tried to encapsulate the core of what the UN is supposed to be, but no one has surpassed the founding fathers and mothers of the UN who drafted the preamble of the UN Charter. And let me quote, "We, the peoples of the United Nations, determined to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war, to reaffirm faith in fundamental human rights, in the dignity and worth of the human person, in equal rights for men and women and of nations large or small, to establish conditions under which justice and respect for the obligations arising from treaties and other sources of international law can be maintained, and to promote social progress and better standards of life in larger freedom." So that is what the UN is about, maintaining peace. It's about human rights. It's about a rule-based international order for nations, large or small. It's about equal rights for men and women, and it's about social progress. Is that old school? No. On the contrary, these principles are just as relevant and pertinent as when they were drafted 75 years ago. I'm happy that you, the young generation, is engaged in translating these principles to actions as you are doing during your event. I wish you all the best with your Model UN event. Thank you for your attention and thank you for inviting me.
My dear friends, I'm extremely happy to say a few words to you today. I'm Pavlo Zamastian, and for the past 20 years of my professional life, I serve the United Nations. I started with United Nations Development Program, and for the past 11 years, I lead the program of the United Nations Population Fund in Ukraine. For me, to work with United Nations is, first of all, it's about ideas, it's about values. It's about peace, justice, equality, and dignity. Our world, our planet, our societies are facing numerous global problems: climate change, COVID pandemic, inequality, food shortage, armed conflicts. UN is still playing a crucial and unique role in addressing all those challenges at the global as well as at the local levels. Like in Ukraine, my own organization is working in the world and in Ukraine to make it better by helping countries to achieve 3 zeros. Zero preventable maternal deaths. We want to end unmet need for family planning. And finally, we want to end gender-based violence. We are also globally promoting a demographic resilience concept, which is very much relevant to Ukraine, where we have numerous demographic challenges and difficult processes. This is a new approach to policy responses to the demographic change, which are based on factual evidence and human rights, which put people first in all development efforts. Leaving no behind is the key of that concept. This concept shifts the population policy paradigm from short-sighted quick fix approaches focused primarily on population numbers towards comprehensive socio-demographic policies aimed at ensuring high quality of life, prosperity, and well-being for all. Demographic resilience is also about young people, their aspirations, their skills. Demographic resilience is about human choices, about free human choices which allowed people to develop themselves in the most effective way for themselves and for the society. All those diverse aspects of work are about UN and its role. In Ukraine, a family of 16 UN agencies, funds, and programs works jointly to assist the country in their developmental aspirations, as well as to address humanitarian needs of people where they still require such assistance. Only for humanitarian aid, UN has mobilized over $6 million US dollars over the past 6 years. I have to say that you are already on the right path in your future life. You already accomplished a lot simply because you are participating today in this Model UN session. It means that you already are the leaders of the future. It means you are sharing the same values as we at United Nations are. It means that you have clear goals in your life. I wish you to keep going along this path, whatever career choice you will choose in the future. I'm sure you will do everything to achieve your goals, to make yourself serve to the people, and I'm sure you will continue to share our common values of peace, justice, equality, and dignity. This is your recipe to success. Thank you.
Good day, dear delegates and guests. I am the Vice President in charge of academic activities of ELSA Ukraine. Want to congratulate you with the start of your conference. I hope that by the end of the conference we will have a better understanding of how to seek and how to build consensus, how to tackle major global challenges. We will see the importance of ensuring that all member states, large and small, have an opportunity to take part in the discussion. This principle of inclusion at the United Nations increasingly extends to civil society and to us in particular. I often say that young people are not the leaders of tomorrow, they are the leaders of today, and you are the leaders of today. For one thing, what can you do to contribute into the world community? You should speak up. Use social media to help mobilize your peers around the world to take action. Raise your voices with your government representatives, network and exchange ideas. I hope that you will do it effectively during your conference. So, at the same time, it's great to continue to urge political leaders to listen to the voices of yours and engage in a constructive dialogue. I'm confident that this conference will spark your interest in making these goals a reality. I also hope you leave here with a better understanding on what it takes to be a diplomat and a greater appreciation of the importance of listening to the views that differ from your own and using this skill to arrive at consensus. I admire your commitment and wish you all great success in the discussions that lie ahead. Thank you for your attention.
And finally, I invite ambassadors for the proclamation of their speeches.
Dear members of the Secretariat, all experts, guests, and exalted representatives from the member states, delegates from the United States of America are glad to participate in this conference. Nowadays, a lot of people are afraid of political and military instability, famines, and socio-economical problems, so they can't imagine the happy future. And where can we find the solution? We sincerely believe that the United Nations will help to gather together, discuss common problems and direct forces in order to benefit all of humanity. We wish all delegates to be productive and distinctive and focus on the most significant things because our world is in our hands. Thank you.
First of all, on behalf of the Kirovograd Collegium team, we would like to greet all delegates and participants of MUN Scandi International. Our main priority has always been the development of our countries. All our efforts should be aimed at creating a safe environment for humanity. We are very enthusiastic about participating in the discussions and hope that this conference can provide a good platform for positive change. Our team wishes good luck to all participants. Thank you.
Hello and welcome everybody. I'm very happy to see you participate in this MUN, and as all of you know, hopefully, that this world is going through a tough time, and as humans that lives on this world, it is our obligation to find a solution and help the earth. As we know, our planet is going through various of problems like global warming or diseases like corona, and that is why it is our responsibility to find a solution and solve the problems best way possible. It doesn't matter that we're the young generation, for it is us that is supposed to live in the future and on this planet. So it's our voices and ideas that is important as well. And I hope you all are going to enjoy this MUN and come up with some great ideas to solve some of the world's problems. Thank you.
Welcome participants, guests, and everyone who's following along. Today is a tremendous occasion. We are starting the Model UN Scandinavian project, where we will be discussing and debating the problems that the world is currently facing, and hopefully getting closer to answers and resolutions to these problems. One of these problems that everyone should be quite familiar with is the use of fossil fuels and the climate change as a dreaded byproduct. It isn't that simple to just stop the use of fossil fuels, since the entire world is still relying on them. Therefore, a slow and arduous transition has to be made, but that isn't something a single nation or country can do. For that reason, the UN needs the cooperation of the entire world to make a decision. If we would rather lose our home to climate change or do something to start a global transition to a sustainable source of energy. And I wish everyone involved good debating.
Dear participants, delegates, and honored guests, we've all been through a lot since the corona pandemic. We've all had to wear face masks, keep our distance, and limit our physical contact with others. COVID has left national economies and businesses counting the costs as governments struggled with new lockdown measures to tackle the spread of the virus. Despite the development of new vaccines, many are still wondering what recovery could look like. Hospitals all around the globe have been tested to their maximal capabilities. Patients have been pouring in and day out, to which healthcare systems have had trouble keeping up. We need to stand together, take whatever precautions necessary to keep this pandemic under control. Even though it's been nearly 2 years, not enough people are aware of the consequences that COVID has brought with it. I wish that you shine a light onto this. We must get through this pandemic.
Good morning, dear guests, honorable secretariats, and distinguished delegates. The delegation of United Kingdom is glad to be here and take part in resolution making and creating solutions which help the world to become better. Our planet is incredibly wonderful. It has rivers, mountains, dawns, sunsets, big cities, small villages, gladness and happiness. But it also has wars, disasters, hunger, poverty and intolerance. We are the young generation, so we definitely have to take part in the destiny of the world and all the humanity. A fresh eyes and creative way of approach towards a problem might be a clue for the solution of the problem. Every suggestion and every approved point might be a step to success. United Kingdom wishes everybody good luck and hopes we will elaborate effectively for a peaceful and harmonious society. Thank you for your attention.
Good morning, dear guests, Honourable Secretariat and Honourable Delegates. The delegation of the Dominion of Canada is very pleased and thankful to participate in writing a resolution and finding solutions to help make the climate change slow down. Our planet is so beautiful and it gives us everything we need, but we mistreat it so often. We pollute the oceans with plastic and fertilizers, pesticides and chemicals. There's also the need for making this world a safer place, where human beings can live in peace and prosperity, where fundamental human rights are promoted and respected. So we, the delegation of Canada, will do our best to write resolutions to make our world a little bit better. The whole delegation of the Dominion of Canada wishes everybody a good work, and hopefully we are going to find very good solutions for a better environment and to ensure nature's recovery and human well-being. Thank you for your attention and good luck.
Good morning, dear guests, Honourable Secretariat, and Honourable Delegates. The delegation of the Dominion of Canada is very pleased and thankful to participate in writing a resolution and finding solutions to help make the climate change slow down. Our planet is so beautiful and it gives us everything we need, but we mistreat it so often. We pollute the oceans with plastic and fertilizers, pesticides and chemicals. There's also the need for making this world a safer place, where human beings can live in peace and prosperity, where fundamental human rights are promoted and respected. So we, the delegation of Canada, will do our best to write resolutions to make our planet a little bit better. The whole delegation of the Dominion of Canada wishes everybody a good work, and hopefully we are going to find very good solutions for a better environment and to ensure nature's recovery and human well-being. Thank you for your attention and good luck.
Hello and welcome, dear delegates, participants and guests, and whoever might watch from the side or even just see this on the internet. Our world is in a critical state. Climate change and plastic in the oceans are growing worse and worse, so we need to take immediate actions. If we do not do that, we will end up with a planet that is not livable, and all plants, humans will go extinct. So that will be kind of sad. So I hope that we here at Scandi 2021 can figure out some solutions or guidelines to countries so we can help get a better climate, remove plastic from the oceans, and just in general help people who really needs the help. I'm from Denmark. My name is Martin, and I'll be working alongside some of you, and I'm really looking forward to it. Really see ourselves making some solutions, and I wish you the very best and good luck with everything.
Good evening, Honorable Secretariat, distinguished delegates, and most esteemed guests. The delegation of Australia is honored to be here. The world commemorates two major events this year: the 76th anniversary of the end of the Second World War and the creation of United Nations. Unfortunately, during this time, the world community is not more stable nor more predictable. In spite of well-advanced technologies, the world states struggle to solve various global problems. The world states launch advanced satellites to celestial bodies to find out if they have water. But we failed to appreciate this wonderful resource on Earth. It is heartbreaking to hear that a child under 15 dies every 5 seconds around the world. If we can change the reality and save children's precious life with simple solutions like food, medicines, clean water and vaccines, why have we delayed? Where are we lagging? We have much to say, but there's one thing that I would like to emphasize. We, the young generation, are the future pillars of the society. So we definitely have to take part in the destiny of our planet and all the humanity. Let's discuss, debate and derive solutions for global problems by writing resolutions and make this world a better place. Our delegation strongly believes that holding such events are important. The delegation of Australia wishes everybody good luck and hopes that the committees will work together in a cooperative manner to find effective solutions and bring them to action on our way to a harmonious and peaceful world. Thank you for your attention.